some new parts. By the way, thanks for joining me again. I think where we left off was a week ago, and I didn't edit the video yet, so I'm not 100% sure what was there. Quick little update for you. I may have said it, the fuel pump is installed with the little relay. That's done. Brake lines, I have a tool coming. Not a tool, I have the little piece that I broke from my tool is coming in the mail. It was like $6 for the replacement. It sucks. That's coming, so I'm gonna redo the brake lines because I'm just gonna go with the assumption that they're gonna leak. Catchcan is on and the oil cooler setup is started. So let's check this out. The Catchcan hoses go on the Catchcan, which is the same color. Oil cooler setup is begun. Down under there somewhere. I don't know if you can see it. That's like the block right there. Hoses going into this Greddy relocation kit. That's the engine side. These two are going to go to the oil cooler. I got to check which one's which. 100% set on the location of where I'm going to put the actual oil cooler guy. This probably offset on the side of the intercooler over there. Of course, I ordered. I wasn't too happy with these little plugs I got to adapt the gauge, the AEM gauges. I think it's like 1/8 inch thread into the other side of that block. So I'm gonna block that off, and then I got this kit from Enjuku Racing. This is actually like an inline setup for your AN. For the AN hoses is -10. It's got 2 ports, one there and one there, so we could get temperature and pressure through that. So of course I forgot to order the other fittings when I ordered that, so the oil cooler is not going to be able to be completed, but I'll be able to do the send side to the cooler. I got to make a mount for it and mount that up, and then I could do half, I guess, of the return. So remember, if we had the radiator mounted with the hoses, but radiator's in, I have to make a mount for this that goes from there to there, and same on the other side. I have the temperature inline thing for the hoses. It's not on the right side. It should be on the top side of the radiator, but as you can see, that is not fitting anywhere on there. So we got it on the bottom. It'll do. We'll have temperature, but let's try to figure out a mount for this oil cooler, and then we could try to make some lines. I found a mounting spot for the oil cooler. It's obviously right in front of the intercooler. I'm a big fan of like the off-centered look. That's why I did it off-centered. I went really simple. If this doesn't work out in the long run, I will make a better bracket for it. But for right now, I have these two pieces that's coming off that one, and there's one on that side holding the intercooler up. So there's another hole in the back of it. It was already there, so I just used that hole. I took oh, it's outside. I actually had, the only thing I had to work with for now is some angle iron, so I actually just cut it like on the 90, like right there on the 90. So I made it into 2 flat pieces. So then I just came out from that mounting spot, like a one that way, one that way. You see it bolted there and there. Bolted up from the bottom and cut to size. So for now we're good with that. I might look into, because I don't remember which one is the out for the little oil cooler thing, so I might gotta find the little chart online again, and then I'll make the line for that. I might mount that other thing and make the line going to that, or vice versa. I'll make one side of that for the lines, and then that's done for now until I get my other 2 fittings that I ordered today. So I have the hose, the other end was cut. Oh, this is a mess. My garage is always a mess. I'm the worst here. I have the other end cut already, so I'm just gonna throw a fitting on there. I'll probably wind up just throwing a straight one on, and then coming down and 90 into the oil cooler. So we'll try to do that. And once again, I gotta look up the little chart because I totally forgot to do that since the last clip. I since the last clip I recorded. So I got this line done. Coming out this way, in this big ass hole here, into there. It's not tight yet because I probably won't be able to get to that one. If anything, I could always pull that and wrap that up nice and tight there. I installed the, I guess this is like a sensor block. I was looking through my fittings. I remembered I ordered two 45s for the turbo oil drain. So I might just steal those now, and then maybe I'll just order 2 more of these 45s. So I don't use, so then I have those other fittings as backups. I guess I just want to get this oil cooler setup done, so I'm gonna throw these on. I gotta make basically 2 more hoses, and then that's done, and then we can move along a little bit, I guess. A little, I guess a little tip for you: if you're getting these hoses, get yourself braided. Don't get the stainless, because the stainless is a pain in the ass to make. These are a lot more forgiving, and there's not as much steel in there. I don't know if we could see it. There's like a little bit of strands in there. There's not as much to stab you in the fingers and make you bleed, so get nylon. I ripped the tape off, so it's official. Oil cooler, check. So I explained how I mounted the oil cooler, and you can see it's pretty solid. It's not really moving anywhere. And then I got to order some new 45 fittings. Check. Oil coolers ran like so. Get the. This is from. This is the hot oil from this into the oil cooler to there. And then this is the return, where we have our little improved racing little sensor block thing. So I'm gonna mount both my sensors there, and then I'll probably send them back into the car with the headlight wires, just to make it nice and neat. So I have one loom going that way. I gotta send the radiator wires in at some point and hook up a relay for that, but and then there's the engine ground on the harness I gotta do, and then fueling, definitely fueling. So I don't know what I'm gonna tackle next, but stay tuned for the next video. Went pretty quick on this video. I guess I kind of got a lot accomplished. I mean, it was time consuming making the lines. The lines aren't hard to make. Like I said earlier, get the nylon braided and do not get stainless, because stainless sucks. I mean, it looks cool, but it really sucks to work with. So, lines are done. Got to order the 45 for my turbo drain now, 2 of them. And then we're good with the oil cooler. Good with a lot of stuff. We're almost getting to that point where we have everything that we need to actually start the car. Thanks for joining me. Stay tuned for the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. And have a nice day.